Hey guys, this is Breach. Welcome to the first episode of RPG Heaven, a new series where I just play RPGs from front to back. I may or may not do them 100%. I still haven't decided with this one. It is such an in-depth game for 100% on. Getting all the monsters and everything. So, we'll cross that bridge once we get there. But, it's still a game that I have a lot of fond memories from my childhood on. Honestly, I played this as much as Pokemon back in the day. It was that important of a game to me. It was one that I took everywhere. I remember being like 11, 12 years old, helping my grandpa out. He had a food trailer, and then I would just take this game and I would sit in a lawn chair out and buy it, and while we were at shows and stuff, and I would just play the game. So I had as much time logged into this as Pokemon back in the day. And this thing was responsible for way more trips to the dollar store or the gas station to get more batteries than almost any other game. Now, I never really played it in color back in the day either. I just had the big fat brick Game Boy I was playing it on, which, that did it for me. It's all I needed. But this was from the generation of games where Game Boy Color and Game Boy would play on each other before they made exclusively Game Boy Color. Now, this has been re-released in Japanese as Terry's Wonderland, which was, oddly enough, the original name for it to begin with. You have Terra and Kobe's Journey for Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. But this first one is all about Terry as a young kid, the protagonist from Dragon Quest VI. Now, it's a fun little game. I just realized I'm playing this from my screen capture, not actually looking at the game, but it's working. I mean, it's not like I have any time-sensitive stuff that I have to input to the game, so I mean that'll be just fine. Now, Waraboo came and abducted our sister Milieu, and Wadaboo is coming to take us to the kingdom of Great Tree. She went to Great Log, we're going to Great Tree, and there's like a portal to Narnia in our dresser here. So naturally, let's just jump on in. This probably isn't a dream or anything. And we wake up in the Shrine of the Starry Night, which we are going to be visiting a lot in this game. This is where you do your monster breeding eventually. Because this had breeding well before Pokemon thought about doing it. It's all around. I thought it was the more complete game than Pokemon Red or Blue. So let's get into it. The old man from the Shrine of the Starry Night comes and grabs us and takes us up to the king, who wants to see us. Apparently, we're going to be the champion at the Tournament of the Starry Night, which is the goal for the game. The game's story is based on progressing through the tiers of tournaments up to the Tournament of the Starry Night. And so it's going to be a little more difficult to kind of... It's not going to be like the 100% Club, where I can definitively break off levels and say, this is a good chunk for a video. No, it's going to be more a certain amount of time in each video. Probably try and make these a little bit longer than the 100% Club videos are. Maybe go for about 30 minutes each. We'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. See how the flow of the video goes. Because this one does have little zones that you go into, as we'll see in this episode. Minister of this kingdom, are you the new master? His Majesty has a favor to ask you. Please comply with his request. Okay, so what happens if we don't comply? Do we get, sent to the dungeons? Welcome, I am the king of this kingdom. Oh, you're the king of Jack and something else, and Jack skipped town. Identify yourself, my child. And, I typically rename my characters after myself. However, you only get 4 character slots, or 4 letter slots for for your name. So rather than do BRCH, Birch, like we do in Final Fantasy 1 sometimes, I'm going to stick with the default Terry this time. Is Terry okay for the name? Yes. Now we may have a monster that we'll name Breach or anything later on. I'm not sure, but we'll see. For you to participate and win the tournament of the Starry Night. That's all we have to do. What? You'd rather find your kidnapped sister. Did you come here to comply with my request? However, there is an easier way than searching for her. Win the tournament of the Starry Night. Legend has it that the one who is victorious in the tournament will be granted a wish. So basically, we've been kidnapped here and promised candy and puppies for doing what this old man says. And, you know, we'll probably find her. Don't worry about your sister for now. Worry about what I want. And then we'll deal with that sister shenanigans later. And I just realized something. You guys are not getting game audio at all. There we go. Because it pauses audio whenever I don't have this window in the foreground. Okay. So now you can hear the audio. Some of the audio on this, the method that I'm playing it gets a little distorted. So if it becomes an issue, then we'll go to no audio and just my commentary, which it's not fun. I've done that with a lot of videos before, and I have to do that with Nintendo videos. But, you know, I'd prefer to have this game's soundtrack, because it's good background music. Dragon Quest games always are. And hey, you came here to steal my monsters. Doesn't really matter what you say to him. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that little thing. I was just moving my windows there. You came here to steal my monsters. I'm Pulio. I take care of this farm. I heard about you from the king. So why'd you accuse me of stealing the monsters at first? Huh? You knew who we are and we were coming. Yet you're still going to accuse us of stealing monsters. I'm not really sure you're the sharpest tool in the shed there, Pulio. Okay, so we get Slib. He was the favorite of the last king. Choose pick up to take the monster. No, not drop off. Pick up. And we're going to pick up Slib. Slib is your starting monster. Doesn't really matter what his natures and stats are and everything, because we're not going to be using Slib for very long. Actually, I take that back. We'll be using Slib for a little bit, just because he's pretty decent. Okay. Oh, this monster is the former king's. Terry, why did you adopt that monster? Huh? This is the only one left? That Pulio. He must have let the other monsters escape. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Pulio's kind of dim. Pulio, bring Pulio here.
Your Majesty, please forgive me.
Pulio, did Hale escape as well?
Your Majesty, please forgive me. Hale escaped too.
Ah, you let my precious Hale escape too. This is unforgivable. Throw him in the dungeon. So now we kind of know what would happen if we didn't comply with the quest. Now, it doesn't matter which directional button you push here. Like, I'm going to press down. Terry walks forward. So you have no choice but to save Pulio. What? You will catch Hale to free Pulio? You say you will catch Hale. Sounds interesting. You may try.
Majesty, Hale escaped through the Traveler's Gate.
Okay, so now we get introduced to Traveler's Gates. And if we bring back Hale, he'll pardon Pulio. Well, treasure chest in the next room is now yours. Ask the minister about it. You are dismissed. Busy. Now you're going to notice the king always ends every conversation with busy. But we don't need to talk to the minister right now. We do want to go over here and get these chests, because they're going to have some herbs. Which, having just one monster and going into the Traveler's Gate to grind and get more monsters is going to be not the easiest without some way to heal. And we don't have that without the herbs. What's wrong, little boy? You getting comfy over there? Okay. Lay down. Lay down, little boy. So there are the Traveler's Gate. Yeah, I know what it looks like. They're supposed to be just a swirl. So don't get into that kind of crap in the comment section, because that's not what it is. Now, the Traveler's Gates. Beyond them, the worlds are randomly generated except for the last floor. There are some that are static that you have to trigger to get to have happen, but each Traveler's Gate has a number of different floors, which you can see by pressing select and pulling up your map. It'll only show what you've uncovered because each of the floors is randomly generated from a certain amount of tile sets. So you can also find random items on the ground. So there is a hole which will lead to the next floor of the Traveler's Gate. Early on, particularly right now, we're going to want to explore around a bit, because we have one monster who's level 1, and we don't have much going on. Now I need to pull up the configuration after this and see if I can adjust the message speed here, because this is just, I don't remember it being this slow, but I do know that it's not pleasant at all to just, Dracky is knocked out. So you press A to pull up your menu screen. Text speed. Fast. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and use one of these herbs on Slib. Fortunately, we can find herbs all over the place here. Now, there are other menu options there besides your text speed that I'll get into as they become pertinent. They're not really now. We have one monster, we have no special skills we can use, and right now we're really just kind of wandering around this wasteland trying to see what's going on. And we do want to get a Dracky. We can run into Drackies, Slimes, and Anteaters beyond this Traveler's Gate. And we want to get one of each. Drackies are going to be really fast, and they're going to grow really fast. That's the thing about this. Like, there's a traditional Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior level system to the game, but some monsters grow faster than others. Under the info here, you can see how fast these are going to grow. Slimes don't gain a level until level 10, which is slow, but not the slowest. They come in 4 varieties. Well, at 2 XP, 5 XP, 10 XP, and 100 XP. Now, we won't have any that grow at 100 XP for a while. And those naturally scale upward the higher level you get. But for the first level, that's basically what their starting stats are. Now, we're nearly cleared out this floor. Yeah, we've cleared out this floor, so we want to go ahead and go. We'll worry about maybe grinding if we run into issues on floor 3 or 4. Actually, if we run into issues on floor 3, then we're going to be grinding. Okay, we got a Dracky. Yes, we want to take Dracky into our party, and we are going to keep it simple and name him Drake. You want to name Dracky as Drake? Yes. Not after the singer-songwriter. Yes, we definitely want to take Dracky with us on our quest. And he is fairly weak beginning, but, and you'll see, he gets his next level at level 2, so he is going to vastly outpace Slib in levels. Plus, he gets really good speed and decent attack on his growth. So Drakey's going to be a good pickup. If we get an Anteater, that would be even better, because those things have phenomenal attack growth, even though they have a really low HP value. Okay, we already found our warp to the next hole, which is good. Honestly, a lot of these may get boring. I may cut out some floors once we get in the future, and I'm definitely cutting grinding out of this LP. I'm going to do it in between videos. And our Drakey was just a touch slower than that other one. But Slib gets another level. Now, our Slimes are going to be decently well-rounded, but they're going to get a lot of HP. So you see Drakey's defense and his agility. His agility is going to go up super fast because he's a bird. And eventually we're going to learn skills that we can use. Drakey is a good one to pick because he can learn antidote, which, you know, you're going to have to deal with poisonous monsters eventually, and it's good to have a way to deal with that whenever you get to that point. So we're just continuing on here, picking up herbs and everything. Just fight. Well, it wasn't that much damage. That's not good, though. We're not in a bad position by any means, but we do want to have 3 monsters well before we get to Hail, which is the boss of this gate. Every gate has a boss monster at the end. And I conveniently, well, not conveniently, but I forgot to explain how monster recruitment works. In this early gate, you can just get monsters to like you just after battle. It'll just be randomly after battle. In future gates, you have to give them food. Beef jerky, pork chop, rib, or sirloin. Now these slimes, they're not really worth the experience. And we also don't, you might notice we're not getting gold from these fights either. But more on monster recruitment. Each monster has a certain wildness stat, kind of like Dragon Quest V. Like this game is a spiritual successor to 5. But each monster has a wildness stat that you need to lower. And if you encounter other monster trainers in the Traveler's Gates, you can actually recruit their monsters. Which is how we're going to get some of our rare ones for breeding super rare monsters. Now if you press start while you're in the gate here, you can check your levels. And I know I'm going through everything a little bit fast here. There's a ton to go over on mechanics in this video. So if I'm going through it too fast, leave a comment and ask me, and I will be more than happy to answer, pending that it's within, you know, a reasonable time of the video being posted, and the answer is just not in a further video. So, monster recruitment, you want to lower their wildness stat, and you do that with food. Like, these early monsters have a pretty low wild stat to begin with, so they might just follow us from the get-go. But by giving the enemy monsters food, you lower that in the middle of battle. Bam, the last one that you kill can join you. And it's always going to be the last one. Now, boss monsters, which there's one at the end of every Traveler's Gate, it's predetermined whether or not they'll try and join you. And you can tell if they're about to pop up and join you based on whether or not you get experience from the fight. For boss monsters that won't join you, you get experience. For ones that will, you won't. And as simple as that. It kind of sucks because it'd be nice to get, you know, a healthy chunk of experience. Wrong button. Okay. And next force. Ooh, we want to try and get an anteater. I can't remember if floor 4 is where the boss is at or if it's after that floor. And Drakey got another level up. But we want to walk back and forth, get a little bit of levels. Probably want to get Drakey up to level 5 before we try and do the boss here. And we want to try and get an anteater. Just because having 3 monsters and being able to deal that much damage is going to be needed. So what do you guys think so far? And like, if you've played the game, what are some of your favorite monster combinations? I already have a couple that... sorry, had to take a drink there. I already have a couple that I know I want in my final party. At least one that I want in my final party, and he's going to be an absolute pain to breed up. Gold Slime will be there. But I'm really not sure about what I want for the other 2. Typically I've used like a Gold Slime, Rainhawk, Divine Gone. I've seen success in the speedruns with Coil Birds being used. So I'm going to leave it up to... I'm going to leave one undecided, and I'm going to leave one viewer's choice. So, whichever monster has the most comments of, I want to see blah 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 in the final party, and the most comments over the series like that, then that one will get a shot. So we'll have a gold slime, one that I'm going to reserve to be my choice, and then you guys' choice. So that'll be kind of a fun way to do that. Okay, we're at 3 and 4. We're going to go ahead and hop down the gate here. If it's hail and his floor... Okay, it's not. We have one more floor before the boss. I couldn't remember, honestly. It's been so long since I've played this. If your last floor was the boss floor, or if it was an actual floor. So, that answers that question. Now, this Drakey I do have plans for breeding, too. So, before you get excited thinking I'm going to try and farm up a gold golem early, this Drakey's eventually going to lead to a Rainhawk. Just that's the way I like to go with him. Plus, Blizzardy is such a good early monster. We'll be able to breed our Drakey with another monster master to be able to get a Blizzardy. So, but until we get him to level 10, and until we get a couple, oh, it's going to be right up there, isn't it? We're almost to the boss. We need an anteater, which means we gotta stop running into Drakeys. Now, I'm not going to edit out battles from the videos here, because, I mean, that's part of the experience, is testing out how you're doing. But I am going to eliminate, like, grinding to make sure something is able to be bred. I'll explain everything that I do breeding-wise once we get back, and there will be some on-screen breeding. That sounded horrible. There will be... I'll show monster breeding on-screen for some points of it, but... you have to get each monster up to level 10, and whenever you're dealing with some of the really slow growth monsters, that can be a super tedious process, so I don't want to do that on screen. Like when we're going for taking metalies to metables to metal kings to gold slimes, that would be miserable to watch. So we'll do that part off screen, and we'll do like our level grinding to get ready for stuff off screen. But I'm going to make sure like the first successful time through each gate is on screen here. Now if we could just get an anteater. Actually, I'm considering just going and losing to hail real quick so we can get some more floors, get some more herbs and everything. And worst case scenario, we somehow miraculously beat hail with this party. How far away is Slib? 21, not very close. Okay, we have 2 full pages of herbs. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take on hail. I'm not sure we'll be able to outdamage his heal, but... you know, it is what it is. It's the hand that RNG dealt us. We've been going for 25 minutes now, so I want to get this video wrapped up in a reasonable amount of time, and I wanted to get through this first gate on the first episode. And farm is boring. I don't want to go back. Now, this room, and you'll notice with each of the boss monsters, is based on a previous Dragon Quest game. Now, you'll notice this time I went to plan, and I told Slib to attack, and I meant to tell Drakey to attack, but I got distracted with my own talking. But if you do that, they're not going to use special skills, they'll just attack, and we can use herbs to out-heal what Hail's doing to us. Eventually he'll run out of MP. So he won't be able to just out-heal our damage the entire time, which gets frustrating, honestly. But that's one thing that I love about Dragon Quest games doing that a lot of Final Fantasy games don't, and that's making sure that the enemies have limited MP. Oh, I need to... Slib, you are hurting, buddy. And Drakey can take another couple hits. As long as he's not healing. I think Hale has like 50, 60 health. Oh, there we go. Knocked Hale out. And Healer Male got up and is looking at us. Yeah, every monster has a male and a female, or a male or a female, and you breed them together with males and females. We're not going into any kind of gender identity monster issues in this at all, and I don't want to see that in the comments section. I will delete any comments about that. We're just sticking to a nice, healthy, fun playthrough without anyone getting in arguments or toxic about it. But yes, we want to take the healer into our party, and I'll leave him named Hale. Now, as I was saying before I got distracted there, each of the boss monster rooms is based on a different encounter from the Dragon Quest games, 1 through 6. This is from Dragon Quest 4, whenever you're going through the cave with Ragnar, trying to recruit Hale, the healer, to go save the kids. So that's another cool thing. Like, if you've played the Dragon Quest games, you're going to get just a flood of nostalgia from this. And Hale said he didn't want to come back to the king, because the farm is boring, and he thinks we're going to go lead him around and let him do stuff. Which is true. I see. You sure are good with monsters. Well done. I'm pleased with your performance. I don't know why the king's voice keeps changing all the time. It's just kind of how I feel like talking for him in the moment. I will let Pulio go.
Hooray! Thank you, Terry. Now I can go back to my farm.
Terry, go to the arena. Your rivals are waiting for you at the arena. You can compete in the tournament if you defeat all of them. You are dismissed. Busy, busy, busy. So, yeah. Anytime you come out of a Traveler's Gate, whether it be through dying or beating the boss monster or Warpwing, you get a full heal, and this guy will give you an herb pending that you have the inventory space to beat it. So, I do want to go show off the arena real quick, because the arena is how you're going to unlock new story warp gates. So, that guy was there to show us we can do a little fast travel, and after we get more progress, we can do more. So, this is the woman that you talk to enlist in a different class in the arena. Huh? Me? I'm famous here. Everyone likes me. Hee hee hee.
So, you want to become the champ to find your sister?
To do that, you must survive here to represent our kingdom. There are classes in the arena. They start from G and go all the way up to D. Well, for now. There are higher classes than D, but you're not ready for them yet. And trust me, we're not. So, what do you think? Ready to fight? G class is free. Why the hell not? You okay with registering in G class? Yes. So this is how you progress the story, is by completing these arenas. And then going through the new gates that open up. And there are hidden gates that aren't like they're your main required ones. And if you have the money and your monsters are strong enough, you can kind of go through these classes in any order to unlock more gates. So, let's see what we got going on here. We got 2 Drakeys and an Anteater. That Anteater is going to hit really kind of hard, so I'm going to put everyone on no special skills at first. I want to see how hard they're going to hit us first before I let Hale kind of roam free with his MP. And our monsters are still kind of dumb. They're attacking stuff that's already dead. Once they get some more intelligence underneath them, that'll change a little bit. So, first fight's pretty easy. First match victory goes to the challenger. That's us. Now we begin the second match. Each of these classes has 3 matches, by the way. And you can't heal in between. And you can't use items in the arena. So, you need to make sure you're prepared for what you're doing. Stubsuck, he's the only thing to be really worried about in this fight. And since Slib is going to be slower and go last, he might be... Nope, I thought he might be smart enough to attack one of the others right now. Okay. I'll let I'm actually going to... I'm going to accidentally hit fight and finish that round. Next round, I'm going to take Hale off of no special skills, though, so that he can give our Drakey a heal. And we begin the third match. Here is the principal of the Master School. And we'll explore the school and all this stuff next time, after we're done with today's progress. Principal of the Master School. If you survive me, G-Class is yours. Show me what you got! I love Rick and Morty. Spookies and Horks. Typically, in the arenas, you're going to be seeing stuff that you'll find in the next gates. And that can be good or bad. Here, I don't think Drakey has antidote yet. Oh, quiet little boy. So I'm going to put Drakey on mixed in case he does have antidote so that he can use it. And it looks like he doesn't, otherwise he would have. And we may not... Slib, what is your deal? Okay, we're gonna live through this, but it's gonna be by like the skin of our teeth. Because Hale is not wanting to heal Drakey. And half the party's poisoned. So we got through the first class, and we did the first monster game. So after the dialogue, we're going to cut the episode, and we'll be back next time. Well done, you've survived G-Class.
Oh, Sir Terry, congratulations on your victory in G-Class. The king summons you. Come this way.
Okay, we don't have an option, so that's nice. Oh, Terry, I heard you survived G-Class. Well done. You're not never mind. King of Great Log. How are you, King of Great Tree? I realize that you are the host this time. As the host, I hope you will fight with honor. Suggesting that he doesn't always. Oh, what a cute little child. Were you playing with the king? I'm the King of Great Log. King of Great Log, King of Great Tree. That specific dialogue right there always made me laugh. It's going to be a quick battle. Ha ha, ha ha ha. Ugh, we will see who has the last laugh. Terry, you must win. I'll open the room of Villager and Talisman as a reward. It'll be useful for you. There are stronger monsters there. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy. Okay, so next time we're going to check out these other two Traveler's Gates, see what they're about. Room of Villager and Talisman is in the Traveler's Chamber. You will have to defeat your rivals in the arena. If you win, you'll be the representative of our kingdom at the Starry Night tournament. Okay, so next time we're going to go check out Villager and Talisman. We're going to go see what these other stronger monsters are about. And depending on how our time's going, we may check out the next class in the arena. So thanks for watching. This has been Breach with RPG Heaven, featuring Dragon Quest monsters. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.